Okay, so I want to talk about my experience with Botox. I recently had Botox done about 2 weeks ago, I think. You can't tell anymore because it worked, obviously. I make a lot of facial expressions, so I raise my eyebrows a lot. And it made me really self conscious because whenever I would smile, uh, I raise my eyebrows, so I would have, just those smile forehead lines, whatever you want to call them, I guess. So I got Botox done. Didn't do anything drastic to the rest of my face. Didn't lift up my eyebrows or none of that. It just, you know, no lines. That doesn't bug me too much. But whatever. Anyways, it was actually, someday I don't know. It feels kind of weird. Sometimes I feel like I can feel it in there, and some days I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I find it kind of crazy. But anyways, I'm very pleased with my results because I do not feel as self conscious anymore. I mean, I still kind of do because I've been so used to having it. Uh, and so I get just that initial reaction um, of, of, of that insecurity coming through. And I'm like, oh yeah, I got Botox, it's fixed, don't have to worry about it until like 3 months. And then I have to get another injection that costs like $300. But I, whenever I was in cosmetology school, we had a mid-20s female come in and say she had gotten Botox, and I was just like, what the fuck? Like, you were so young, why are you getting Botox? And then you're like, oh, getting Botox, choo-choo, all aboard on the Botox train. But yeah, because I always thought you would do something like drastic. I mean, I think of uh, that Joanne Rivers, I think that's her name. I don't know, with the fucking crazy face and all. She's really funny though. And that's just what I think of whenever I think Botox, or like Kim Kardashian. She's pretty, but eh. Or Heidi off of Laguna Beach or the Hills. You always think worst case scenario. So, I mean, and whenever I first told my husband I wanted to get Botox, he about flipped shit. But after it happened, because of course it was just gonna happen because I wanted it, and it's coming out of my paycheck. So, fuck you. Just kidding, baby. I love you. But so, you know, it's not a drastic thing. It's not permanent. It lasts depending on which brand you get, I guess. I'm not sure. I didn't do too much research. It can last, I believe, 3 to 6 months. And then you have to get, more injections. And usually the first time you get it, your muscles are a little bit more resistant. Mine were pretty resistant, and I got really good results. So, like, the only thing would be that, really, you know. So, but that was my problem. Up here was my problem. So, I achieved my goal, and I know there's several places that if you get Botox there, if you continue getting Botox with them, they'll reduce the price of the units. Usually, at least in Georgia, Florida area, it's between $9 to $12 a unit. Whenever I got mine done in Palm Springs, I actually got it on a discount, and it was $139 for each area, and I only got one area, being my forehead. So it was $139 just for this area, and she used a total of about 20 injections all over, I think. It wasn't too bad. It felt like a little sting. There was one over here that hurt quite a bit. It's kind of like one of those pimples that is just like not a boulder, but like a little bump. And it doesn't have a little white head yet, but it's bothering the fuck out of you. And you just keep fucking with it. and then it finally like erupts, and it's just that release of pressure, and it hurts, but it feels good at the same time. That kind of weird mixture kind of felt like that. The other ones just felt like a little prick. Wasn't too bad at all. But yeah, so I would recommend it to someone. I mean, I was completely against it 3 years ago, and now I got it. So, and I mean, as you can see, it's not drastic. I didn't go fucking apeshit, fucking crazy with it like some people do. So yeah, just be a little bit more open-minded. I mean, everybody has their insecurities, and I feel like if you can fix it, or make yourself feel better, then do it. Do I think you should go to a drastic measure? Not so much like a facelift where they fucking cut and pull. Not for me. I haven't read too much into it though, so I'm not gonna put forth my opinion. But now like lipo, why not? Fucking do it if you want to. I mean, the reason why I chose to end up getting, the Botox, and I want a nose job because my nose is big. I'm Italian, so I have a big nose and then that little bump. And I actually use like darker to try to fucking contour it a little bit to make it look smaller. It doesn't work. I always feel like it looks huge. But anyways, but for me personally, my insecurities are my thighs. I used to be a runner. I got injured, can't really run anymore, and so I don't like my thighs anymore. But I mean, I'm not fat, or I shouldn't use that word. I'm not unhealthy. I'll say that. I'm not unhealthy. So my thighs and then my love handles. But I can fix that with being physical. I can fix that with doing better, with working out, or even long walks, or sit-ups, or crunches, or little things. I can fix it. I couldn't fix this on my own. I can't fix my nose on my own, and those are my two insecurities that I needed help with. And this one isn't permanent. If I don't want it to be permanent, I can keep getting it, or I don't keep getting it. My nose is a little bit different. Kind of scares me. I haven't decided whether I'm doing it or not. It's $7,000 for a nose job, so I don't have that money laying around, so I guess we'll see how that goes. My other insecurity is my feet. I have really ugly feet. I'll show you one day, maybe. I don't know. But I really wish they would come out with a surgery that would make your feet narrower. Whatever, I'll get fucked. But yeah. That's my idea on Botox. I went completely off topic for a second. It wasn't completely off topic, but it was non the Botox topic. But anyways, I think you should try it. Or not. Whatever. Fuck. Do what the fuck you want. Don't fucking care.